time for Viggo's pup date today. We got us playing at the park. We usually start off with some sniffing and exploring. So he's off leash at the park. And he kind of has that freedom as long as he's checking in with me. Good boy, dude. Good job. Let's go.
Okay, so a great check-in by Viggo. He's out ahead of Haley, and there's lots of sights and smells and things to check out, but he is actively trying to keep an eye on Haley to make sure that they're moving through the field together. So that's the kind of mental focus we want your dog to have as well. They're not just doing their own thing, they're doing something with you. You guys are a team. And so that little check-in where he just looks over his shoulder, looks at her, just lets you know that he is mentally tuned in with Haley and wants to keep that connection. So if your dog's never checking in, it's a bad sign. It's something we need to fix right away. You'll never reach your goals with your dog if they don't actively want to check in with you.
So he can kind of go sniff and explore. Stay within my bubble, of course.
Okay, so she's talking about what bubble we use for each dog when we're out in the field. So some dogs get more freedom than others. It depends on their personality, depends on how busy the field is. But generally between 15 and 30 feet is where we're keeping most dogs. And your dog has to earn that freedom with good behavior.
Of course. And then in addition to staying within my bubble and checking in, of course he's got to respond. Viggo, let's go. Good boy.
You can see we're not looking for a robot dog. We want him to be able to move freely, enjoy the time with us.
Good boy. The sniffs are just too good sometimes, huh? Jeez. Wow, where'd it go? Good boy, Beaks. Let's go. Good boy. Okay, and then once we have some sniffing and exploring done, then we'll go ahead and we'll do some play with him. Good boy.
So he spotted a dog in the distance.
Running. Come on, Beaks. Good job. Yeah, leave it alone. Can you sit?
So ideally, that off-leash dog doesn't approach and they just keep going by. You're going to see in a second the dog runs over. So ideally, we use that distraction in the distance to pull out his favorite toy, pull out some treats, and get him to do some obedience work to distract him from that excitement that's going on, or that distraction. And so you'll see after the interaction that she's going to go into some play to reward him. But right here, she's going to have him do a sit and a down, and then the dog's rushing up on him. So really important that you notice that she doesn't try and control him. She's not running away. She's not yelling at the other dog. She lets the dogs interact. Like if you've got an off-leash dog approaching you and there's no avoiding it, then it's time to just let the dogs interact and try not to add any stress or complication. A lot of dog owners that we see, maybe you've done this, they will pull their dog away on the leash, they'll correct their dog, they'll yell at their dog, they'll yell at the other dog, and a lot of times that adds stress and tension to the interaction, and you actually can make it more likely that there's a fight or a scuffle. And so you want to obviously not get your dog in situations like this if you can avoid them, and especially if your dog has issues, you shouldn't be doing this. But if you have a really well-behaved dog and another dog approaches, it's best to let the dogs do their dog thing and try and just call your dog away as soon as it's safe to do so that you don't add any unnecessary stress to the situation, because they can be pretty tense for dogs.